Hello friends, I can't believe it's that time of the year again, but I'm back with this year's new Airblown Inflatables by Gemmy. And the first one I'm reviewing for you guys this season, this is the 2021 Halloween season. But if you're watching this in the future, happy Halloween from the past. So I was super excited. Last year I got Jack Skellington, but did not have the doggy or the ghost, Oogie Boogie. And this year I was over at the depot and I was just getting some supplies that I needed, and look who was sitting on the shelf. Oogie Boogie himself was sitting on the shelf. So that's really cool. As you know, most of these little 3-foot guys are about $15, but when they're licensed, they're $30. So the license adds double the price to the Airblown Inflatable, as does unbuttoning my shirt, so sorry all you ladies. But I'm excited, he's pretty cool. I'm disappointed that summer's ending, as I always am when fall comes. But at the same time, Halloween is my favorite holiday, and probably the only holiday I actually like. So that's pretty cool. As typical, you're getting your 4 little stakes and your cheap little tie downs. These 4 stakes are gonna be, I guess, 2 for his base. He's gonna have little tabs on his butt. And then 2 for the ropes that are gonna go out from his body. You guys, if you've watched any of my other videos, you're gonna know that I am against using only 2 tie downs. I think you should use 4, 2 on each side, and you angle them forward and back on each side. That way he has movement resistance from all 4 directions of potential weather. These are the ones it comes with. You're only gonna get 2. So just go to Home Depot, get some cheap string or order from Amazon and some cheap stakes, and add 2 additional, so there's 4 on each side. I'll add some links in my description to Amazon, and you can buy them to support Greg Adventure. Let's pop them out of the box. Now, as you may or may not know, this is a DC converting AC adapter. So you plug it in, it converts your AC to DC. Your inflatable LEDs are not running on AC, they're running on DC. So is your pump. So this is a DC adapter. And inside is your little Oogie Boogie inflatable. He's super green, which is very cool, because that means I can blacklight him and he's gonna glow. So I'm very excited to do that, which I'm absolutely going to do. He's got his tiny little, there's his inflatable thingy, there's his fan, his pump, whatever you want to call it. And inside, he has sandbags to help hold him down. I'm actually pretty impressed. It does appear that there are multiple sandbags, 1 at each of his feet. Typically there's only 1 sandbag, if any, and it's just randomly placed inside the inflatable. But this guy, this guy, he has a sandbag at each foot to help keep it placed. And considering they're charging $30 for him, I think that's a wise decision. Now, we go over this every video, but we'll do it again. There is only one way to hook this thing up. You cannot get it wrong. It only fits one way. So if you try, it doesn't go together, it's wrong. Just turn it around, push it in, and twist the knob. Till it's nice and snug. Now let's plug him in and see what he looks like. Ooh, fancy. There he goes. There he goes. He might be too tall. I don't know. Is he gonna make it in the shot? I don't know. Yeah, there it is. I love how his face just popped out like that. That was pretty cool. So he's actually a lot bigger than I expected. As you can see, he's got his 3D eyes and mouth right there. They're not just drawn on, it's an actual, like, actual mouth. Same with the eyes, and same with the dye in his hands. Very, very cool. And you'll notice that this is where you're going to tie him down. So you're going to have a strap right here on the side, and you're going to have a strap right here on the side. And then underneath him, there'll be 2 little tabs under his feet. You're gonna put the stake directly through that tab into the ground on both sides. But don't go ahead and use just the 2 tie downs. I want 4 tie downs. So you take one from here and you send it towards the front at an angle, and then one from here and send it towards the back at an angle. So make like a triangle that way, and a triangle this way. That way he can't go this way or this way, and you'll be much better off surviving the weather. So I'm extremely impressed. He's bigger than I thought. His material actually feels stronger than usual. I think they've really given this guy an upgrade, hopefully the rest of them as well this season, because he does feel thicker than usual. His sandbags are heavy. There's 2 of them. They're holding him down really well. He's not even strapped down, so that's an upgrade I'm not used to either. I think the sandbags are heavier, and getting 2 of them is a bonus. So for your double the price, this is really a premium inflatable, which is awesome, and I love the glow green. That's definitely going to glow under black light, and we're going to test that for sure when it's dark. Speaking of dark, let's see what it looks like in the dark. So there he is. He looks great as expected. The single LED light is in his head and it illuminates it well, but it kind of starts to fade out as it gets towards his body. A good solution would be to add an additional LED. Fortunately, I have a video on my channel about doing just that, and it's terribly, really worth it. That said, he's a very cool inflatable. He's a good size. He has a lot of 3D detail. His mouth, his eyes, his hand, his hat, the little cube in his hands. He's very firm. I don't know if this is a defective item or if they've added a more powerful blower to the smaller inflatables this year, because while he's super firm, the blower is one of the loudest I've ever heard in such a small inflatable. So it's very loud and perhaps a little too loud. Also, looking closer, there is some shoddy stitching here. Notice a lot of shoddy stitching. There's all these threads hanging down in his body. I could just unzip him and remove those, so I'm not terribly concerned. But it is interesting that it's there because it does stand out. Other than that, I'm fairly happy with him. He blows up well, he's very firm. He's a decent size, he looks nice. And I'm happy to have him added to my collection. So let me know what you think of him in the comments. And if you have any of the Nightmare Before Christmas inflatables, which one is your favorite? That's all I've got for you today. You're on Greg Adventure. I'm Greg, and this is today's adventure.